Just talking to Jaron about the balance, run and pass balance that you guys strive for as an offense. Sometimes it's also setting up one with the other. How do you feel like you guys have done that way as far as setting up, success on the ground by doing things through the air and vice versa?
Yeah, I think our offense is a run-centered offense, and when we were able to get the run going, the pass game kind of came through that. We didn't establish the run game those two games that we lost. We were able to establish it against Washington State, but we also like to think just in our receiving group that we can open up the offense as well. That if A-Rod continues just to trust us, we're going to go up and make the plays that are presented to us, and we'll go from there.
What do you see as you prepare this week for Virginia? What do you see as you're getting ready for their defense?
I haven't watched anything much about them. I know Wake Forest just from hotel watching, other games and stuff. I know they had some. They have a good offense and they aired it out against them. So if we have to do that, I know me and my guys will be able to respond.
Okay, let's have questions now from Mitch Harper, Sean Walker, and then Jay Drew.
Neil, if memory serves me right, didn't you commit to BYU when Bronco Mendenhall was the head coach?
Yeah, I did.
What do you remember about that recruitment with, was Bronco involved at all, or any of the guys that are on that Virginia staff? Did they recruit you to BYU?
Nothing really. Yeah, that was in the past.
What do you think the emotion, will there be enhanced emotions, you think, for this game with so many connections to BYU from that opposing side?
For me, none. I don't know those guys really at all. Had conversations, maybe very little with Bronco, but no, it's just another game. We'll prepare for the same way, just like we prepare for any game, and we'll carry it that way.
Okay, Sean Walker, go ahead.
Neil, I'm going to try to phrase this the best I can. Please don't take any offense to it because it's really not intended, I promise. But Tyler Altier has been awesome for you guys this year. And I want to let you give any superlatives that you want for his performance. But is there any bit of a mood in that wide receiver room too of like, man, Ty's been so good. We've got to help him out some. We've got to take the load off of him right now. Is there any little bit of that with you guys as well?
No, because I think we've made the plays when we've been called upon to make them. The running game wasn't, there of Baylor, and Jaron had one of his best games ever. So it's all about opportunity. I talk about opportunity a lot, and the opportunity was there against certain teams, and whenever we've given the ball's been able to go up, we've been able to come down at it as a group. Do we wish that the ball will be up in the air more? For sure. To see Tyler maybe has more carries than Jaron has pass attempts, for sure we would like it, but we're going to block our butts off and create those gaps and holes for Tyler so he's able to run through them. So it's kind of a team thing, but you can only control what you can control.
Hey, Neil, I had asked Jaron about the mentality now and if it changes, and he said, yeah, we want to get better. What areas do you think the offense can get better in?
That's a good question. Obviously probably the passing game. Obviously if Tyler's getting those amount of carries and stuff, there's something that we're probably not doing right. So through that, but I think we can continue just to get better and as a whole offense of running the ball more effectively. But I think our biggest thing is just focusing on our third downs, making sure that those drives that need to extend are able to extend, and we're just a little bit better on third downs.
And then Mitch kind of asked the question, but did your brother Butch talk much about Bronco, playing for Bronco, what that was like?
Yeah, everyone has their stories.
Give us one.
Good or bad. But yeah, I think you would have to ask those guys for whatever story. The one thing that comes to mind from a lot of the guys, just especially my brother, is just how smart he was defensively. So just the mind that he has, where to put guys, and his scheme is super well. So we're going to have to be prepared for that this Saturday and know that, obviously we're going to go up against a good defense and a good coach. So we'll be ready for it.
All right, we got time for one more question from Jake Hatch.
Yeah, Neil, I've noticed throughout this season that you seem to like to have in-game conversations with defensive backs you go up against. Is that just something you enjoy doing? Do you like to trash talk to get in guys' heads? I've been around a number of athletes, and they have different motivations for doing it. What's yours?
It's a little bit of both. You kind of hear throughout the week what guys are going to do. Like the corner from Utah, he said bring your lunchbox or whatever. But I just find it funny with a lot of defensive backs that run zone and don't really want to man it up. So if you want to man it up and then you beat me and I beat you, we can talk both ways. But if you want to talk and sit back and cover three and some zone stuff, then that's where it kind of gets me a little more. Just to try to tell defense coordinator, let you man up more. So Washington State, they did a lot of zone. They did what they usually do, obviously. So they're going to go with whatever their scheme is. But guys that man it up and lock it up and then talk both ways, then it's definitely A-okay with me.
What's the funniest thing somebody's ever said to you during one of those exchanges?
I think number 18 this Saturday, he was trying to come up with some excuse, my first catch, that I pushed him or whatever, and just kind of gave him a chicken wing and routed him up. And he kind of talked the rest of the time, but that was really he wasn't really part of the game plan or whatever. So just, it's just friendly talk, friendly communication, friendly competition. After the game's done, you respect their side for what they do on a daily basis, and you carry on.
Neil, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.